All right, so good news. There's no audio issues. We did it for nothing.
We're back.
Better than the time when we literally had to redo an entire episode. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Just trying to avoid it. So back to Dark Souls. So back to my favorite series, blah, blah, blah. The fact that they're working on all the servers is great. I'm glad that they shut it down or temporarily deactivated it. Bandai Namco. Good for them. You know, I'm not going to fault them for... And anyone complaining, like, you're in the wrong. There's just no way around it. Like, they found there's an exploit that's literally harming people's computers. And as I was saying, that's why even I was a PC player, or even I was even a PC like elitist, and that's what I can't stand about multiplayer is that it's just rampant with hackers.
Oh yeah, it's just like every game too that has multiplayer on PC. You're just like not safe from it anywhere.
Right. It's really depressing. That's what also scares me about crossplay is that that's how you see more cheaters like in Warzone because from PC. It's like PC is arguably like the best place for gaming, but it's the worst for multiplayer because you have these degenerates who just ruin the experience for everyone else. And it's just it's just not fun. Well, but either way, apparently it was like just an exploit in the system itself. So I guess this has always been there. It's just no one actually like knew about it, or someone did enough like research into it to figure out there was an exploit.
I assume the code's different for PC than like the systems, right?
I mean, there's no crossplay, so I'd imagine so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no crossplay. So if there's no crossplay, then yes, it's only in that ecosystem. So and even if maybe the exploit is in consoles, but it's much more difficult to hack a console because then you're fiddling with like the insides of the console. You're not just like putting in a USB stick and it just uploads a virus, like they actually have to like tinker with the console. So just wanted to bring that up. I thought it was interesting. We're gonna roll it back for a second because we got plenty of Pokemon stuff to talk about. Derek here loves leaks, right? He loves them. He wants to hear every Pokemon Legends leak on Twitter. That's every second. Look, I think I know the game. I think I actually beaten it now because I like
everything has been ruined, dude. From the dog 4 bipedal, Palkia and Dialga to the new genie to Quillfish getting more spikes and like why do I even have to play the game? Everybody has ruined it. And okay, so here we go. We're going off now because everybody keeps saying, right, that is playing this game early. Like it is literally the best Pokemon game ever. Granted, it has really bad performance issues.
Oh, really?
That's not the game, it's the Switch. The Switch just can't run it.
Well, keep in mind there might maybe a day one patch. I mean, they don't have the patch out yet, so there might be a day one patch.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But okay, so everybody's saying this is like the best Pokemon game ever. If I hear anything negative from this community, I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs. I'm this close to just jumping off Nintendo's headquarters just to make a point. Like, come on. That's my rant.
Like, wow. Some people, God, this is so terrible. So some people got copies of the game early by mistake, which happens, unfortunately. Right. Some of those people decide to upload them to illegal ROM sites, which there are emulators already out for the Switch. So that's how people they're downloading the ROMs and live streaming the game on Twitch. And that's just terrible, man. I feel like that's
wait like everybody else. Like, come on.
Like leaks aside, I feel like well, who do you you shouldn't upload to an illegal ROM site. That's just messed up in the first place. Like I don't know how you did it, but that's just cruel. But like keep it to yourself. Like, okay, I'm glad you got the game early. I personally wouldn't even like. I'd be too scared to even put it in my game. I feel like Nintendo would just come after me and just either sue me or, like ban me from Nintendo services. I'm surprised that's not the case. Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure they will.
Unless these people are smart enough and they like disable the internet for the game. I mean, why do you even need it if it's a purely single player game?
Right.
That's
there's only trading. That's it. And nobody else has it. So
Oh, you can. I didn't know that you can trade with other people.
yeah, there's Wonder Trading, and you can trade with
Really?
other people.
There's Wonder
Yeah,
Trading.
yeah.
Uh, hmm.
There's also ready. Get ready for this. Trade Evolution.
What?
It's
Oh,
back.
dude, I saw like what
You can
Steelix.
get skis for.
I saw what Steelix looks like, and I love it. I don't know. Look, Forbes is
Did
out
you
of
get a
their.
new form?
No. He just looks. I love his 3D model.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
wish he got a new form. Nah, he doesn't need a new
We
form.
haven't seen a Steelix 3D model, right?
Well, I mean, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but
Oh,
right.
that's right.
So here's the thing about this, right? That this, for some reason, Legends Arceus is using the new multiplayer system that Monster Hunter Rise is using. It's called NPLN, and it is Nintendo's new and improved all-around online networking library. It is literally made for stable connectivity on mobile networks, among other things. It's the upgraded from NEX. It has been in development since the 3DS. It's doing very well on the games that they're implementing it on. They haven't implemented Smash yet for some reason. I'm not sure if they can. But now you may ask, why would this game need this new online infrastructure? And apparently it was to test out like some kind of ability to store small files on the game server for Arceus. But other than that, put it to Pokemon Sword and Shield or everything else. Why are you selectively choosing? Just give it to everything. If it's working so well, give it to everything. Like your online sucks. It is a joke.
It's literally for a feature called Lost and Found, where you just find items on the floor that people dropped, I guess.
Oh, I found a Korok seed. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, wow. I needed pure connectivity for that. Yeah, like what a waste. You know?
Yeah. Look, put it in Sword and Shield. Roll back to like Smash. Come on.
Or this needs to be in every Nintendo game. Every Nintendo game. It's not even like a debate. Right. Literally every game.
This hasn't been used in any other game since Monster Hunter Rise. Like Mario Party Superstars doesn't have this. That's like the perfect online game for it. Come on.
Yeah. Where is it? Where does it say here? So like the old system was just like a super big pain. Over the past year, very few first-party games, Mario Party, have benefited from an NEX upgrade, allowing game network data to flow through servers instead of going from console to console directly. But this is much more massive. Okay, so Mario Party literally got there was like an upgrade for NEX that Mario Party is using, but they didn't actually get. Yeah, they didn't actually get the new system NPLN. Why?
I don't get it. I also like this NEX network coding or whatever. Like this was not that bad on the 3DS. I feel like I never had issues doing online battles in like X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Like it was never a problem on there. The problem is probably that it was designed for the 3DS, not the Switch.
Right.
So they needed a whole new netcode just for the Switch.
And for some reason, like it's, and this netcode is really just applying to games, not to the actual, not to Switch itself, which the online store also just desperately needs. But to the games, like Monster Hunter Rise definitely needed it. That game was lagging at all; it's ruined. Mario Party needed it.
Guy says that Splatoon 3 should be getting it, which it needs it. It's an online only game. Or I guess this one will have a campaign, but
right. And this person on Twitter who knows much more about this than we do. He's basically telling people that we should not complain, but there's certain people at Nintendo that we should voice our concerns to implement this netcode to games like Smash, because he's saying it's possible.
Right.
Like you think it is possible to roll it into older games, and if that's true, then there's no excuse for Smash not to have it, especially if they're now hosting tournaments.
Yeah. I don't get it.
It's like please Nintendo, please. Like you're so far behind. You need anything. You need anything that can help you. And while I'm so glad that Pokemon Legends Arceus is getting it for a feature called Lost and Found, I'm praying it's to also future-proof themselves for more online features like the stadium/arena mode that we discussed.
That's so he like answered a couple people's questions about it, and he said like, well, at least it's there. So if they ever add it,
right?
Because someone said like, oh, what's the point if there's no Wi-Fi battles? He's like, but the game has it. So if they do add it, it has the better netcode. So like that, that's good, and that's how it should be going forward. All the games should just have this. But he said that like apparently they're using this Lost and Found feature as like a test for it, because I guess like Nintendo doesn't have a lot of information for some reason about it.
What do we pay you guys for? We don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, that's why like Capcom apparently has all the data on it, not Nintendo.
Oh, really?
So I don't get it, but they could just ask them for that.
And for what it's worth, if anyone wants to like delve more into this, the Twitter handle is at ThomasNet ThomasNet_MC. That is their Twitter handle that knows a lot more than we do. We are reading it from this person. And you should give them a follow, including us. I'm just saying, just to give a shout out. I don't like it when people talk about Twitter people and then just don't like reference them. Don't shout them out. It's like, like I'll just read what you put, but I'm not giving you the credit. Like, all right. Well, screw me, I guess, but, yeah. So like in their old system, NEX basically relied on P2P, which is player to player. So that's really, that means like less on the server side and more on connections from person to person, which is pretty terrible. You need good servers. You need good servers.
Oh yeah.
Like that works
that's
for
why
like
Smash is unplayable. Like you if you get paired with someone who has like CenturyLink or something.
Oh god.
It's a slideshow.
And I mean that can work for like card games where it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's different than Pokemon, because in Pokemon, not only when you disconnect does it just basically void everything out, but it also freezes the timer. And in card games, in some card games it doesn't freeze the timer, and if you're out, you're out. Like you lost that time, which I understand. But Nintendo, you that freezes like the world, the time, everything. It's just not fun. Not a good time. No bueno.
Yeah.
So, tell your friends and family to sponsor. Well, actually sponsor us, but more importantly, less importantly, was it NPLP? That was called NPLP. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, NPLN, which stands for Nintendo Poopy Land. No, actually, I don't think he actually explains what that acronym is for.
He had like a PowerPoint presentation down here.
Oh, huh. I see Xbox Live documentation.
It's a little above that.
Actually, no. Actually, someone asked, is NPLN similar to Xbox Game Pass? Thomas, no, more like the multiplayer and player data services of Xbox Live.
Yeah, what? What a stupid question.
Hey, whoa.
Not a service.
Way to just call that person out. What an idiot. What?
Yeah, just a dumb question.
Oh, man. Let's see. So, the 3DS, the Wii U, and Switch used 3 different versions of PIA, which together with NEX handles the NAT traversal processes. There were probably traversal methods then. Blah, 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 nerd stuff. But yeah, it's just, basically this comes down to Nintendo, get your crap together. You have the money. Nintendo, listen to me. You have the finances. You had the finances in the N64 days. Just give us online. And also, no, and people are going to say, because this article just came out, how like they release an update for Nintendo Switch Online or expansion pass plus emulation that apparently it's better. Like, you know what? I'm happy, and I'm happy Majora's Mask is apparently coming out next week. Good for you guys, but it's still not good enough. It's not like, I shouldn't have to like it's just not. Your emulation isn't good enough. Your multiplayer is not good enough. It's like, thank God you have Pokemon and Smash, because honestly, I don't know what I'm buying you for.
Yeah.
Like Kirby is not a system seller. Maybe for the 3DS, maybe for real portable consoles. Like, I love the Kirby games on the Game Boy Advance, but I don't think anyone's gonna buy a Switch because the new Kirby game's coming out. I mean, I'm gonna get it, but probably. It's right. It's like you get Nintendo consoles basically for Pokemon and Smash. Pokemon was portable, and Mario. And Mario, yeah, of course, yeah, but they've
and Zelda.
They've really. Yeah, thank you. They're like the biggest ones. I just totally didn't even decide to talk about it. Like, the ones that are arguably bigger than Smash cell wise, but they're not bigger than.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon is literally the biggest
Mario
franchise in the
Kart
world.
The biggest.
Well, it's the biggest Switch seller.
Switch game.
Right, but I mean, Pokemon globally has sold way more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not even a competition, but. Like those are system sellers. Kirby, while Nintendo exclusive, is not a system seller. And Nintendo, I mean, we're still in like the new era of Pokemon too. They're not used to full console experiences.
Right. This is the first Pokemon game I truly believe that was like designed for the Switch.
Right.
Like Sword and Shield, all the models and stuff were for a 3DS game that they said, no, we're making the Switch, put it on there.
Right. True. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's right. I can say true. Which is a shame too, because I mean, and it felt like it. It definitely felt like it, because they ported over a bunch of animations. They kind of not overpromised, but they kind of let you to believe the whole game was like have Pokemon out in the wild, but it was just a wild area that you could see them in. Yeah. And this game, it's like it promises everything we wanted except for battling, which crushes my emotional well-being. God, I hope they add battling, like actual, or like some competitive scene to it, or a way to transfer the new Pokemon. Whatever works.
Right.
And I don't recall. Are they working on another Pokemon game for this year? I thought I read somewhere that they still had Generation 9 planned for November, but I find that incredibly difficult to believe.
Yeah. No, I don't think they will. I think Breath of the Wild 2 is like our holiday game this year.
But could you
Pokemon
imagine?
will probably be next year. It'll be Mario Kart and Zelda this year. Those will be our like big holiday games.
Could you imagine if Breath of the Wild 2 and Generation 9 Pokemon released in the same month?
Oh, it's too powerful.
It's too powerful. Yeah, that would be insane. I mean, I wouldn't get Breath of the Wild 2, but definitely Gen 9 Pokemon. I'm still I really hope they add Nuzlocke or just some I want them to update Pokemon. This is all right, this episode's more about Pokemon, but God, they need to update Pokemon. And I'm not saying they aren't with Arceus, but there's so many things that the users have developed, like Nuzlocking, that would be a phenomenal for Pokemon, longevity.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great. They could copyright Nuzlocking and just have a setting in the game for it.
And I actually know I know what the setting's called. It's called hard mode. It's right.
A difficulty slider.
Yeah, it's really Nintendo just plays it easy. Whatever. Moving on. That's right. No more Pokemon from us unless we. Oh. I guess the last thing is that it was. Do we want to talk about the file size?
Oh, I didn't even see how big is it?
6 gigabytes. It's as big as the Brilliant Diamond remake. Now, granted, we don't know if we don't know if there's going to be a day one update
patch, right?
And it's but they're saying that it's a custom. It runs on a custom Game Freak engine, and most likely the same as Sword and Shield, which is interesting. I mean, I guess. I mean,
Maybe like the base like coding of Sword and Shield for like the wild areas and stuff where the Pokemon roam around. But like they definitely did like new models.
well, right.
Probably like the world is probably the same code. I don't know. I won't know until I see it.
Well,
So, but
you
I'd probably say like the base coding is probably similar to Sword and Shield.
Oh, I've seen the game from all the leaks, and I can tell you it's definitely based on Sword and Shield. Like, I've seen so much from leaks that I think I just played the game already. It's just out. It's like,
Oh yeah,
it's very unfortunate. But moving on, we already talked about Call of Duty, so that's out of there. All right. This is my turn. All right, this is my time. Dying Light 2, Nintendo Switch delayed. What? Dying Light 2's on the Switch? No, it's the cloud version. Cloud. Cloud version games, purely cloud version, should be banished from existence. That is so ridiculous that they ask for this for what they ask, like the price of basically a normal game for a cloud edition. That's surreal to me. Why would
it's
you?
ridiculous because you don't own the game.
And it's also the worst console to have it on. Like, so.
Oh yeah.
If you're telling me you can have Cloud Edition for the Switch, why is that not a free option for anywhere else I buy the game? Like, well, when I say free option, I mean like if I buy the game on my Xbox, why am I not given the ability to play it on the cloud? Why? What is the problem there?
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to use it. I'm just saying. So the Switch just gets cloud versions because it can't handle the real version. Well, newsflash: the Switch sucks with online. So whether it's the cloud version or not, it sucks. Like you can't stop at making cloud games. It's stupid. Or at least on the Switch it is. At the very least, because the console. Yeah. The online just sucks. The connectivity sucks. Cloud version games suck. It should be just like an option. Like Game Pass Ultimate, you get the ability to stream games anywhere. And that's fine because it's literally anywhere. But newsflash, the Switch doesn't have 5G. It doesn't and the weird part about it, I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't have like any cellular to it. The PS Vita did. And yeah. I'm not saying it worked, but
and it was great.
And that was before. I think that was during 3G time, right? That wasn't when 4G was out. Yeah. So yeah, we're in 5G, and I know it's literally causing plane crashes. But once they sort that out, wait, have you heard about that?
What is it?
So 5G bands have been screwing with or the frequency they work on has been screwing with airplane radios and their it's literally causing interference to the point where like Verizon and I think it's AT&T and T-Mobile they decide to push back their like global 5G coverage because it's disrupting planes. Like it's literally disrupting planes. Yeah, right. So I've been in places where I have 5G ultra wide and it's insane. I'm getting like a gigabyte download in the middle of New York. I'm just like, whoa. Have you tried that?
In New York, my service is so pristine there. It's the only good thing about that city.
It's so pristine because I can physically see the satellite. It's like that close.
Yeah,
it's beaming to me. But like until we get to that point, cloud gaming is trash. And like, I'm never, ever going to pay for a game. And you shouldn't either for a cloud game. That is such a ripoff. Like you think you're not going to you really don't think you're going to get any frame issues. Even if you're in LAN, you're going to get problems, let alone on Wi-Fi. Give me a break.
That's like they just did the Kingdom Hearts cloud versions finally just came to the Switch.
Oh, right.
Like demos for them, and they're unplayable.
Right.
Unless you have like Verizon Fios's terabyte,
right. And I used to have
download speeds.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
like I'll give them this. At least they give you a test. Like they literally let you try it out before you commit, and I'll give them that. Like that's how it should be. That like if just what you can see, especially because Nintendo is the worst when it comes to refunds. They're like oh, your mother died and you can't afford the house and you accidentally bought this game on her credit card. You know what? We're gonna actually charge you again for the game, so you learn your lesson. We're not gonna give you a refund. They hate refunds. They think it's like the worst thing this world's ever seen. You get a refund, you die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, what is this? What did you just send
I just
me?
sent you something. I forgot to add it in earlier. But speaking of cloud, someone's doing cloud right. So Steam outlined how they're going to handle your seamless transfer from your computer to your Stream Deck. So there's going to be the cloud, right? For your save datas.
Okay.
So if you're playing Devil May Cry 5 on your PC and you like stop at a level and you pick up your Stream Deck and have it installed on there, you're going to start from that level you left off on. It sounds
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. that and that's fine. That's fine. It's also fine to stream a game from your PC to the Steam Deck because that's just like a direct service. That's like the closest cloud gaming you'll get. Excuse me, that you'll get. But in terms of the Switch's cloud gaming, that's just like a company's way of like trying to cash grab onto the Switch market. I'm not even sure who to blame. Am I mad at the developer who decided that a cloud version of the game should be put on the Switch, or do I blame Nintendo for allowing cloud version of games to be on the Switch when they know that their online is crap?
Yeah,
tell me who to be mad at.
It's the developers because they know their game's too big to put on a cartridge, so they're like, "Oh, let's just make a cloud version." People will play it.
I disagree.
And then Nintendo's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea."
I don't think it has anything to do with the size of the cartridge. I think it has everything to do with the capabilities of the Switch.
Oh, I mean, it's that too.
Well, because like a fair amount of games, they'll like, oh, here's the cartridge, and then the other half of the game has to be downloaded. Like I think what was it, NBA 20? Was that way?
Yeah, but that game was unplayable.
True. I also, speaking of like cloud games, I hate it when you go to like GameStop or something, and they're like, oh, here, like, hey, you want to buy this game for the Switch? Okay, well, inside is just the digital code. It's like, okay, I could have just done this.
There's a ton of games like that. Yeah, I don't know whose bright idea that was. Like Overwatch, for example, did that. What's the point in wasting money printing a case and the code on a piece of paper when I can just buy an eShop gift card?
Right. Or even then, why buy an eShop gift card? You literally could just pay for it while you're home. Like what? And with that said, like, is it the cartridge? Like, do they just not want to pay the fees to put it on a cartridge? Because I think it's more expensive to make cartridges, right?
Probably.
I think so.
They probably have to pay more than putting a piece of paper in a box and say, "Here, just download it." Like,
oh, you want a game? Oh, my bad. Well, here's a code. Like, okay, well, I wanted the physical game, so it's like, and I don't think I've ever heard like stellar things about a cloud game ever, or at least on the Switch. Do we have any information on the Stadia? Stadia was all cloud gaming, right?
Stadia is dead, I think. I think Google shut down the Stadia games.
Oh no, they shut down a while ago. They shut down the studio, but I think the server is still going.
Oh yeah, I mean you could still use it, but I think it's just like a bigger thing in the West, like not here. I think that's why they do like the cloud gaming.
Google Stadia is getting the most. Oh wait,
because like half of the games also didn't come to America for cloud gaming.
Fair.
Like sure. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is out on the Switch. Resident Evil 7's on the Switch, but it's not here. It's over there.
Oh really?
So maybe they have better internet over there.
Probably do. I could totally see that. Yeah. I mean, Japan's like a techno New York that's infinitely better. That's not a giant crap hole. And to anyone who's listening to New York, we're excluding you. We love you.
There's also an MMO on the Switch that's a cloud gaming, Fantasy Star Online 2.
Oh, I totally
Like,
forgot
what?
about that. How?
It's I don't know.
Uh,
Because even if they have like super crazy good internet, right? Like the
Mhm.
Switch can't be performing well with it, right? Or does it not matter because it's cloud gaming?
I'm gonna imagine. Well,
Like I don't understand I don't know enough about cloud gaming and how it really works. If it's actually using the power of the system or if it's just solely like server based.
it's server based. It's like your Switch is like it relies on your internet, your Switch's connection to the server, and the server. And the problem there is
So
the Switch,
it
the
has
Switch
nothing
part.
to do with the right. It has nothing to do with the hardware. It's
Right?
just
Yeah.
the internet.
Right. It's just the
Okay.
infrastructure, basically. Um. We'll get back to that. I didn't get back to it, but I just want to bring this up. We earlier talked about Microsoft and purchasing Activision, all the fun stuff. I forgot to mention this because I thought it was redundant and really dumb, but it was like stated how Microsoft's gonna honor existing contracts and it's gonna take like games off of their platform. Like, wow, really? They're not gonna just remove games? like no, obviously they're not going to
What?
remove games. They're just not going to
course
add
not.
games. Like there's a huge difference. They're not going to be like, yeah, you can't buy Call of Duty any of the older Call of Duties anymore. Like, no.
Right? Like it's stupid.
Like, but
why would they ever do that?
right. But obviously, in the future, they could easily just say, yeah, but now Call of Duty is an Xbox exclusive. Like,
Right.
Like, yes, obviously they're going to honor the contracts that they already were in place and already are in the store. Like, it's more effort to rip them away than it is to, not put them there to begin with. But, and remember, everyone got real butthurt when they announced that Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 will be Xbox and PC exclusive. Like the PS fanboys were like berserk. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not coming to PlayStation? What do you mean Xbox owns it and they're not bringing the games? Like, calm down. You got like literally everything else. We're like, give Xbox a break.
It's not the end of the world. And honestly, are you really that like hyped for those games? Is anybody really that hyped for those games? Come on. Skyrim 2 and
I mean,
Skyrim.
I'm excited for Skyrim too. The return of Skyrim. I don't know about you, but I'm totally on
The
the hype
return of Todd.
God. I really want an ending in one of these games that's just the beginning of Skyrim. Just do it, please. You want to.
I hope, right, that like they took the joke so far that like, oh, we keep remaking Skyrim, that like when you start Elder Scrolls 6, it's literally just the beginning of Skyrim. Like you wake up, you're in the cart, the dragons attack, and then like something happens and it turns into like a completely different game.
I want them to be like, oh, we see you have Skyrim on your console. Would you like to merge into the ultimate Skyrim? Which would totally actually be really cool if they could do that. On a serious note, like imagine if Elder Scrolls 6 could like if you owned Skyrim, you could like literally travel to Skyrim. That'd be nuts. Oh.
That would be cool. But I mean that's the other game, right?
Starfield,
the MMO one.
Elder
Scrolls MMO.
That's not Skyrim. That's literally. I mean, like maybe Skyrim might be in it, but it's not Skyrim
Online.
Right, but it's not. It's not Skyrim.
It's like not Skyrim or pre-Skyrim or pre-Skyrim or pre-Skyrim or Skyrim 2.
And now to the title of our podcast episode, which we probably should have mentioned in the beginning, but Phil Spencer, he wants to revisit abandoned franchises from Activision. Now Phil Spencer, I assume you're listening to the podcast because we quite literally mentioned that you should bring back Guitar Hero.
Right.
Like,
where's our money?
Where's our royalties for the idea? That's like we deserve this. We
and
like
the big one he said was Guitar Hero, and we said that.
So really though, the honest issue I see with this though is I don't know how they're going to implement it because so you're going to make a whole new controllers just for the Xbox. You know, like instruments that, well, the old instruments, I guess they only worked with whatever console you bought them for, right? Like it was Xbox guitar or PlayStation guitar, right?
Yes, but then it didn't matter anymore because they changed the guitar with Guitar Hero Live. It's not the 5 buttons anymore. It's 6. It's 3 buttons up and down.
Gotcha.
Which I honestly I liked it a lot. The game just like sucked though. It was
really?
all server based, like for the new songs. They just did it wrong. It was just bad.
I mean, it'd be. I would like to see another. Well, I would say Rock Band, but I didn't even support it because it didn't come to PC. That's where I had my console of choice. I mean, I guess realistically you could get. Wait, is it backwards? Wait, can
now.
you play Goons Games Gear Rock Band night?
Ooh, yeah. We'll do a Rock Band stream.
It just cuts to us just like rocking out. It's like it just, well, we bought the entire catalog.
We did it.
$2,000 gone. Yeah, so so Phil Spencer literally named King's Quest and Guitar Hero and a game called Hexen, but yeah, it's like Guitar Hero is the big one, right? I don't. What other? Yeah. I mean, I can't think of a dead Activision franchise. I mean, they'll probably make the next StarCraft. What?
Spyro.
Oh, that's true. That's a cute platform they could totally do with for Game Pass. Oh,
right. They should just do Spyro 4.
What about What about Skyrim? I know that's Skyrim. Boy, I meant Skylanders.
Oh, we don't talk about Skylanders. No. I mean, they could do it again. It was a big hit, but like all those Toys to Life games died.
Right. So. It was a fad. And I totally didn't realize this, but this means Microsoft is going to own Hearthstone. So, I mean, it's plausible it could come to Xbox. It's a card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Yeah. And it's not even that intricate. So, yeah. And then there's Crash. So like basically Geometry Wars, I guess, but yeah, basically Crash, Spyro, and Guitar Hero. I would imagine. Well, didn't Crash do really well?
Crash 4 did really well. It was actually really good too.
But they still
they could do Tony Hawk again.
That's true.
They haven't done Tony Hawk in a long time.
What about Riders Republic?
I'm not counting remasters.
So. I feel like skateboard games are just kind of like, I don't know, like
it's just dead.
I don't really see a now if it was Machine Gun Kelly's Pro Skater, I'd be all over it. I'm a huge Machine Gun Kelly fan now, and I want to see him pro skating after his music career dies for the second time. Second. So look, I'm assuming Phil wants to get plastered and play with his mates on Rock Band again. I'm totally down for it, but wait, actually, let me take a step back. Was this Rock Band like the VR one? Was that?
Rock Band 4?
No, I'm sorry. Not Rock Band. I'm sorry. Guitar Hero.
No.
The one you were on stage.
Like a VR Guitar Hero.
Oh no, I just thought the one you were on stage was like I thought that was VR.
Oh, it was like a real crowd. Like it wasn't programmed. They took like real footage from like a concert.
Was there any females that like flashed their lovelies? Because that's what makes a real concert.
I wish. Would have made the game a million.
What concert did you record where this dude's getting naked? Because I do not want to be a part of this crap. Is he one guy like doing drugs, like hitting a bong or something? That's mine. Either way, I feel like not Rock Band. That's the one I'm so used to. Like I feel like they'd be perfect for VR.
Oh my god, dude. Activision owns Transformers War for Cybertron.
They do?
Please bring it back.
That was awesome.
Oh my god. Phil, do it. Oh my god. That online multiplayer for both of them were 10 out of 10s. Come on.
Well, yeah, those are like those are perfection games, and just no one really gave them the time that they deserved. War for Cybertron was amazing, like genuinely a good game.
They ported over Fall for Cybertron over to PS4 and Xbox One, and then they shut the servers down after like a year because nobody played it. I was so upset. I went on, I rebought all the DLC because I wanted the Dinobots again. And you couldn't get in a match. Nobody was playing it. It was so sad.
That now I'm sad. But that's the show, guys.
A lot of poopy games.
We don't.
How I'm gonna end it.
We only care about the big ones. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Literally, tell your friends, family, neighbors, enemies about us. Goons, Games, Gear, the website, articles, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube.
Check out the TikTok. I just put a video up with a poll. Give us your answer on it. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything. But,
okay. Yeah. We love those polls. We'll answer on the next episode of Goons, Games, and Gear. And if you'll excuse us, I'll be uploading like 10 more episodes of Rainbow Six Extraction and Minecraft Dungeons. I literally have so many videos I've uploaded. It's crazy. So,
that's right. Check them all out.
Yeah, check them all out. Love us. We love you guys. See you next time.